Welcome to another video. MX Linux has topped the DistroWatch charts for a long time, and they've just released their first beta for 2021, codenamed Wildflower. So this is a perfect opportunity to test it now. Wildflower is based on the upcoming Debian 11 Bullseye release, and according to the developers, they have updated the boot options, the installer, and switched to sudo for admin tasks by default. MX Linux now uses XFCE version 4.16, which is currently the latest. Let's switch to a VM. Here we've booted the install media. And we'll take care of language, keyboard, and time zone first. So let's hit enter. Language is US, keyboard is US. My time zone is Pacific, so let's go to US and Pacific. Okay, that looks a lot better. Let's go back to the main menu. Before we continue, let's look at the advanced options. We've got the persistence option for persisting to live media, all, root, and static. And also partition static to also persist to home. Frugal for space and speed considerations. So all the frugal versions of the above options. Yeah, we've got frugal home, frugal only. Very good. MX Linux site has the specific details of these options. So we've got show text menus, check integrity of the live media, check live USB and persistence, copy the compressed file system to RAM, finish booting from a live USB, finish booting from a hard drive. Lots of options. Yeah, inverting Intel video. My goodness, they even have hardware clock settings for UTC, local time if you're dual booting with Windows. You can even set it to ask. It should use UTC or local time. Change the default demo and root passwords before booting. We can also do the dual video card detection, both enable and disable. Show video card detection menu. Disable console width. Don't set repositories based on time zone, just in case. Disable live USB storage feature, or enable. Okay. Save some files across reboots. So you have to investigate what those files are, or don't save those files. Disable swap. Disable the splash screen, or enable. Enable EFI subsystem for real-time preemptive kernels. Yeah, lots of boot options here. Let's go to the failsafe options. So we've got the usual failsafe, no mode set, and Xorg options. Console options, we've got the screen resolutions we'd like to boot with. That's cool. All right, let's start the boot process. Okay, Wildflower is coming up. Now we've got the beautiful but busy Wildflower wallpaper. So the for user demo, the password is demo. For super user root, the password is root. Fair enough. Let's click install MX Linux. So MX Linux is an independent Linux distribution based on Debian stable, 11 in this case. We've got PC 105 and US layouts. Let's click Next. Since this is a first look, we'll just stick with the regular default installs and not customize anything in that regard. So we'll say yes to that. And we're ready installing. So select the boot method. We want to install grub for Linux and Windows. We won't use Windows here as the EFI system partition where grub needs to go. So we'll click Next. Computer name is MX. Computer domain is example.com. Workgroup is workgroup. Sounds good to me. Let's click Next. Our locale is United States, American English. Time zone is US Pacific, as before. Let's look at the service settings. So these will be enabled by default when the next boot happens. Very good. So you can configure that there. Click Next twice, and the default username is Steven. Give it my password twice. Give a root password. Enter it twice. Let's click Next. So it tells about getting help and repairing your installation. Okay, and how to support MX Linux. Adjusting the sound mixer. Let's click on Live Log here, where it shows what it's currently doing. A nice text window. And it's a little bigger here. Yeah. So it shows everything it does step by step. So if you'd like to do some scripting, you definitely can use some material in here. Very useful. For example, what services it enables, how it formats, etc., etc. So let's automatically reboot the system when we click Finish. And there it goes, reboots. All right. Let's boot in to our freshly installed system, which happened very quickly, by the way. This is one of the fastest installations ever. All right, we're in LightDM. Let's enter a password. Okay, and we're logged into our XFCE session. So there's the MX welcome screen. Let's click on About. So we could MX21, Debian 11, which is Bullseye. It's a long-term support. Okay, report copy to system clipboard. It's already formatted for the forum. Fantastic. So if you're looking for help from the MX Linux forum, when they ask you for the INC system configuration, here you go, already configured, ready to share and discuss. Very nice. Let's press any key to close. Let's click on the Welcome tab. So here are the frequently asked questions. That's good. And here's what looks to me to be a very nice user manual. Yeah, nicely formatted. Looks to be very thorough. Yeah, just clicking around here. Good. Very nice and comprehensive user's manual. The wiki presumably launches Firefox. Yes, it does. And yes, that's the online wiki for mxlinux.org. Very nice. Let's click on Tools, which sets MX Linux apart from the rest. One of the things is you can create an ISO snapshot. So we click Snapshot. We enter our root sudo password here. And yeah, so the ISO snapshot location will be in Home Snapshot. It looks good with the date and timestamp. Let's exclude our entire home directory. We don't need that. And let's reset accounts for distribution to others. Like, for example, if you're setting up a computer lab, you can create an ISO this way. So let's click Next and OK to start. And we're off to the races. Okay, it's doing a parallel make squash file system using all the 4 virtual processors we have in this VM. It's calculating the checksum. And now it's creating the image file, the ISO. It's happening very quickly with Zor ISO. And it's calculating a checksum again. And MX snapshot completed successfully. Took 2 minutes and 23 seconds to finish. Pretty speedy. So next, they tell us to use Live USB Maker. So let's launch that for a sec. So here you select your target USB device like a thumb drive. This will show up here. This is a VM without a thumb drive attached, so can't show that, but you just go to File System, Home, Snapshot, and there's our snapshot we just created. And there we go. We've got some options here, dry run, encryption. Good stuff. So this is how you create an ISO from your installed system. So we've got a Chroot rescue scan under maintenance, job scheduler. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, okay. Makes things very easy for setting up cron jobs. Very good. Okay. We've got the boot options here. Let's see what that looks like. Ah yeah, okay, menu timeout. Usual grub suspects. What to boot to, the kernel parameters, theming. How much detail of messages. Cool. There's the boot repair. Very handy to have, so you can reinstall the bootloader, repair a configuration file, back up the master boot record, or the legacy boot, and restore. Back up and restore the boot records. Okay. Very thoughtful. We've got a cleanup utility here. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. Okay, so you can select the user, you can clean the folders, the app cache, delete logs, empty trash, and schedule it as well for automatic cleaning if you so much want to. And you can use the disk usage analyzer, rather, to analyze where all your space went. Here's the menu editor. Okay, so that's the XFCE start menu here. And so you can modify the start menu using the menu editor. So example in development, we've got Genie here. So you got the name, the comment, the command to run, what categories it should be in, the advanced editor too for certain variables you can set. You can also change the icon here. So, okay, very comprehensive. We've also got a user manager, got About Linux, which we already looked at, the Bash shell configurator, NVIDIA driver installer if you have NVIDIA, codecs for libdvd, etc., Conky, date and time, network assistant, sound configurations here, brightness systray, tweak. Okay, so it backs up the current panel settings, so you can tweak it here. Let's click OK. So the panel is currently on the left, all right. Theme, okay. You know I like my dark themes, so let's see if we can change that to dark. So let's try Matcha Dark Azul as the application theme. Okay. Let's do the same for the window manager, Matcha Dark Azul. And the icons, we'll do Papyrus MX Blue Dark. Okay, this is the compositor. We can do settings. Any display tweaks, such as GTK scaling, resolution, brightness, config options. So some basic Thunar and desktop configuration items. We have no Hibernate here set up by default, so we'll need to do a custom install to get that working for hibernation on laptops. And some other configuration items here. Very good. Nice comprehensive tweak tool. All right, there's the welcome screen. We're on already. System keyboard, system locales, GPG keys, package installer, repo manager for repository management, quick system info, format USB, and iDevice mounter too for iPhones and such. Sweet. So it looks like we already have updates. So we got a full system upgrade already. And these all look good. So let's get that system upgraded. I'd like to automatically answer yes to all prompts during upgrades since it looks good to me. Let's enter our sudo password and let the upgrade begin. So now it's downloading the upgrade packages and eventually installing them. It's processing triggers for the man or the manual database. This could take some while, or some time rather. And we're done. So let's press any key to close. So first things first is reboot our freshly updated system. Clicking restart. And down it goes, and up it comes. All right, let's boot up Wildflower again. Nice splash screen. Okay, we're back to LightDM. Let's log in. Okay. All right, we're freshly upgraded. So let's go ahead and do something about that busy wallpaper. Let's click desktop settings after right-clicking on the desktop. Let's go to Other and log in and open. And here we have a background that may not be as beautiful as the wildflowers, but now you can see Conky up in the upper right corner of the screen. Yeah, a bit too busy before, so you couldn't really see Conky. So here's the start menu. The favorites include the usual suspects here. Under accessories, we've got Application Finder, Archive Manager, Bulk Rename, Catfish File Search, Clipboard Manager, Conky Manager, Conky Toggle, Featherpad, Calculator, GTK Hash, iDevice Mounter, LightDM Settings, Lucky Backup, nice, Midnight Commander and its editor, MX Updater that we just used, Onboard, the on-screen keyboard, and its settings, password and key repository, screenshots, sensor viewer, task manager, tech info, Thunar file manager, and the optical media burner. Under developer, we have Genie and Icon Browser, games, Breakout, Mahjong, PEGI, and Swellfoop. Under graphics, we have document scanning, G-Thumb, Lazy Paint, and LibreOffice Draw. Under internet, we have Firefox, like GNOME dial-up tool, Thunderbird email and newsreader, Transmission GTK client, BitTorrent client rather. Under sound, we have Alsa Mixer, Asunder CD Ripper, Clementine, online streaming, GMTP for music devices, Pulse Audio, VLC player, Web Camoid, and XFburn. Under MX Tools, we've seen most of these already. We just did a quick whirlwind tour. Under Office, we have LibreOffice Base, Calc, Draw, Impress, Math, Writer, and some PDF utilities. Under Settings, we've got pretty much everything there we ever need. The conf editor, the partition editor. Again, a Lucky Backup is very nice. Nice utility for backups and restores. Let's open a terminal. Let's make it a little bigger for you guys. Let's do an HTOP. Okay, HTOP shows 630 odd megabytes mem consumed. All right. Let's take a look at the file system table. So we've got the first partition is an ext4 root partition. Then we have a swap partition. And then we have a /boot/EFI VFAT EFI partition for booting. That's it. Those 3 partitions. Free-H shows 581 megabytes used. That's a very light system, especially with when you see all the components that MX has included in this distribution. Let's close that. Let's run timeshift. So I noticed that earlier. So snapshot type is rsync. Let's do next. So it's estimating the system size. Okay. So it found our root partition. Let's click next. The snapshot level defaults look good to me. So let's click next. Let's exclude my home directory and root directory. Or /root directory rather. And looks like it's complete. So let's hit finish. Let's create our first snapshot. I always believe in doing a snapshot after doing the first update. So if something goes wrong in the future, we can always roll back. So there it's syncing files with rsync. And it's almost done. And it's all done. So got the MX21 Wildflower restore snapshot using timeshift. Good. Okay. Let's launch the MX package installer. Let's enter our sudo password. So it's got some popular packages for us to look through and install possibly. Let's see what's in development. Oh yeah, Atom, VS Code, usual suspects. A whole bunch of packages. So those are all the packages from the stable repo. Got the MX test repo here, some Debian backports available. That's wonderful. Flatpaks. Okay, it's including this for our convenience, but no warranty express or implied. Yeah, we get it. Okay, we close. Let's install a Flatpak. Let's put in our root password. Let's download the available Flatpaks. Let's search a whole bunch of applications here. Looks like the entire Flatpak. Let's do Minecraft. All right, why not? Let's install Minecraft. That's good. Let's click install. Yep, that's the Flatpak we want. Let's click OK. And it downloads. And the installation is complete. Processing finished successfully. Let's close. And let's see if we can launch this. Let's go to Games, Minecraft. So it's downloading the update files. It's updating. And there's our Minecraft launcher. And we can log in here and have fun with Minecraft. Cool. Let's close that. Let's launch Firefox. So it automatically goes to the blog, or their blog rather. Okay, let's click on Home. And yeah, that's the MX Linux homepage. In my opinion, MX Linux offers a fantastic environment for both Linux novices and more experienced users alike. It's no wonder MX tops the DistroWatch charts, and I'm looking forward to the release. Unfortunately, we're out of time, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, be well.